Tubas. Oh, YouTubers. Berg here. Berg here on the swing. Sitting on the swing. Been mowing today. Been working on the garden. Run the old tiller through it. Looks like the old tiller's gonna make it one more season. My potatoes are coming up. Really nice, those 2 rows. And then these are some red potatoes that I cut, and they're a little slower than these. I planted them a day behind these, and these were whole potatoes. I didn't cut them out of my garden last year. I saved for seed potatoes, and these were red potatoes, and I didn't have a lot of them, but I had to cut them up to get a full row, and it just takes them a little longer to take off and break through. But I've walked down through there and looked at them, and how about that spider holder from Jason Dagner many moons ago? And it's been on the sports swing at my old house in Adams. And then I brought the swing here. And I've changed out many lighters on it. I'm smoking the Missouri Meerschaum Cuddy. I guess that's an Ants. I don't know what that is. Ants. I like that little pipe. Nice little garden pipe. Ordered some baccy from Smoking Pipes. Smoking Pipes. I try to tell everybody I know about that tobacco that failed. Wessex burley slices. I hardly ever see it in stock, and couldn't believe it, and got lucky. I grabbed a few tins. I grabbed 2 tins, and I grabbed 2 tins from my buddy Clayton Orr. He was out of pocket and doing some work on a friend's car, helping him, and couldn't order it, so I ordered him some, because me and him's like brothers and stuff. And I try to tell everybody I thought that loved burley, because that Wessex, I'm gonna pause it and show you what it looks like. Now look onto it. Now that Wessex, hang on just a minute. Now it says on the tin that it's 100% burley. I'll tell you what it says. It says a high quality flake of 100% burley, a slow combustion with pleasant licorice taste. Now I don't know about licorice. I get some real nice chocolate notes off of it. My cat, oh, Miss Rhonda's cat, keeps the garden fertilized. There's the 545 rolling on through. You can't see it for the trees, but on that little mountain back there is a train track. But it's 5 o'clock. It's running a little late. But any words, get some chocolate notes off of it, and some cocoa. Cocoa and chocolate's a little different, but I get a creamy. Just really good Burleys. Nutty. My potatoes are really coming up nice. Really doing good. My tomatoes are jumping. I got 5 at the end down there that are pretty small, but my brother raised those from seeds on the bed. A little plant bed he had. I got some peas and some green beans soaking. I'm gonna put right here tomorrow. I was gonna do it this evening, but and then I don't know what I'm gonna put here. Some pumpkins, some watermelons, some corn. We'll just have to see. And then right here is my zucchini. Well, this is crookneck squash. 5 crookneck squash. 5 pickling cucumbers. 2 zucchinis. Different kind of squash. I forget what it is down here on the end. Or maybe I got 2 of them. A weird looking squash. Then I got a couple of watermelons. A couple of watermelons. Right here I got a turnip green patch. I got turnips, collard greens, turnip greens, collard greens, some lettuce on this end. But on down through here, all this that hadn't been tilled up, again, will be turnip greens, with and without turnips. Collard greens, mustard greens, and then that lettuce up there. But you can see the little greens coming up, different kinds, some purple, some different ones, mustard, some collards and some turnips. And them turnips go all the way down this end. Then you get my tater patch. 2 rows of taters there. These are my little tomatoes that my brother grew from seeds. They're doing really well. I set them out, you couldn't see them. They're all Bradleys. All the tomatoes I got this year is Bradleys for canning. We're gonna can and freeze a lot. This is a roll of red potatoes right here with a string, and like I said, there's gonna be peas and green beans over there. Well, I got a good stand of taters. A good stand. I've been in the ground about 2 weeks. And what I'll do as they get bigger, I'll keep it worked up really good. And then I'll pull up, I'll take my rolling plow up there and I'll push some dirt up on them hills and give them taters something to grow in. Some nice loose dirt to grow in. And them shoots will find that loose dirt. Just keep making some good taters. Makes digging them easy too. They won't go into the deep hard ground. They'll stay up in that loose. I find that loose the easiest, least resistant them shoots will find in dirt and make taters. No bird will have fried taters, mashed taters, stewed taters, taters au gratin, tater soup, tater stew, beans and taters, fried potatoes, French fried potatoes, stewed potatoes, shrimp and potatoes, And that's about it. But any words, I'll take that plow and I'll push that plow down through there and throw dirt up on them hills on them taters as they get bigger. I would have done it this time, but they've just got up good. And I don't want to cover them up. I want them to get a good little bushy stand. About next week, they'll be big enough. I'll take the tiller through there one day this week, and then maybe Saturday again, and then I'll run me a real nice big hill down through there, and I'll do this one over here if it's grown any by then. I may have to throw a little more water on them taters before I do it, but they'll make. Not worried about it. I've been down through there picking at the hard ground in that row where that line is. I got a line pulled right there, and I found the taters trying to poke up out of the ground. They'll find a way up. They know what to do. You ain't gotta help them. They know exactly what to do. Well, I've been noticing a lot of people losing their YouTube channels. We'll just start another YouTube channel, and then if they get shed of us, we'll just start another one. I've been monetized for years and made very little money, but they'll pay you when you get $100. I have got $100 a few times back in the old days when I made more videos and more people were watching. I got everything done but some weed eating in the back there today, but I hate to lose all my videos. I guess I could figure out a way to save them back some kind of way, and some of them are camping with my family. I thought they might just I don't know, if they shut you down, you lose them, I guess, but I'll be figuring out something to try to save some of the ones I want to save. Some of them are videos with good friends and pipe shows I'd hate to lose. 17 and 18 down at Chicago pipe show. That place is gone now. Burned up, most of it, all but the tire. I'd like to save that one. A lot of friends I've met over the years come to Nashville and met me down at Uptowns. Uptowns is gone now. There's a nice cigar lounge there now. They bought them out, but it's not pipe friendly. Me and the boys went down there one time. Our crew and here in Nashville, Ava. And the owner said, his wife said, "What's that stinking smell?" I was smoking some Penzanks. And I think old Pops was smoking some Latakia. And she was holding her nose and said, "What's that smell?" I thought for a minute maybe we stunk, but I said, "We're smoking this Latakia. They don't like that." And he just pointed with his head, you know, just kind of nodded toward us. He didn't know I was looking, the owner. And I'm real easy to get along with, but I'll tell you this, I hadn't been back. I didn't feel welcome. See, I don't have to go there. I got a couple more places I can go. About 3 different places I can go. And they like Oberg. This YouTube's going to play out on us, and all we can do is find somewhere else to go and keep on going. YouTube was just somewhere we could connect with one another and talk about tobaccos and pipes, and I'm sure wherever we go, our times is going to be limited. And We'll just see what happens. But right now I'm old Berg, and I'm smoking me some of this beautiful Wessex barley slice. Get a little licorice, a little cocoa, chocolate notes, cocoa notes, and just a real good burley. I like to just barely keep her going, not have to relight. And I tell you, I've kept this stuff for 2 or 3 years, and let me tell you, it'll get real dark and pretty. It's a little light there. It's just fresh. I don't know how old it is in the tin. I don't even know if there's a date on it, but I'm sure there's a way to date it. But any words? This is a long video. I hate to make it this long, but if they don't shut my channel completely down, if they just tell me to knock it off, I'll still have some fishing, some hunting, some gardening, and just some plain old bullshitting on this channel. And I'll probably be smoking a pipe in some. I just won't be so... I won't be saying... Well, I might say what I'm smoking, but I won't. We'll just see what happens. That's all we can do. Got my tomato stuck. They ain't big enough to tie up yet, but I don't know if any of you know about tomatoes, but if you don't stick them tomato vines, they'll just lay right over on the ground, and your tomatoes, if you don't get them up real quick, they'll rot. And it makes picking easier when they grow up in sticks. You don't have to bend over it on all of them. And they say there's going to be a food shortage. I want to sell this place and buy me a little farm somewhere. Me and Miss Rhonda. We've been offered some nice money for it, and we'll see what happens. And I wasn't going to raise a garden, but food shortage going on. I'm scared not to. You know, there's one thing, I can fish and hunt and grow, and we always put back food. We got food from 3 years ago, still eating on it in the freezer and cans. And if I wanted to get serious, I don't need a grocery store. If I had me a little milk cow or a little goat I could milk, I could have cheese and milk and butter. A goat would be easier to take care of. With this 2 acres, I could just let it eat this grass. And wouldn't have to feed it much. I'm old Berg, and I'm here for now. I don't know how long I'll be here. But right now, I'm out. I am out.